What's going on, folks? It's a beautiful day right here where I live, and man, we're gonna go fishing today. We're gonna do some fishing that I don't usually do a lot because I'm not very successful at this type of fishing, mainly because the area that I live in. We're gonna go try to catch some largemouth today. The pond that we're going to is absolutely chock full of dinks. Tiny, tiny, tiny fish. I'm talking about half pound or less, and that's probably 99% of the bass that's in this pond. At least from what I've caught. I've only ever caught one giant out of this pond, and everything after that or before that has been tiny fish. So at least I know there's one in there somewhere. So we're gonna be throwing bigger baits. We're probably gonna start with a chatterbait. I don't know, we'll see whenever we get there. And just hoping that we can hook in a decent bass. And if that doesn't work out, I've got a backup plan. We'll try to catch some big panfish. What that place lacks in bass, it makes up for in bluegill. If I said that right. Yeah, I think I said that right. But anyways, what I'm getting at is there's big bluegill in this place. And if we can get a hold of some of those, I'd be happy, man. It's a beautiful day. Good time to go fishing. So see you when we're there. All right, folks, we're here at the dreaded bass pond. I hope this goes all right. Time to take off the shades and time to throw on the hog collars. We're gonna hopefully call some hogs today. Let's go get it. All right, let's walk down to the bank, see what's happening. I can see a little bit of ripple on the water right now. Looks like we got a little bit of wind going on. There's nothing to block the wind down here, so sometimes it'll help you, sometimes it'll hurt you. This place is a nice place, man. It really is. It's beautiful, but it is extremely pressured. Whenever we start getting around some of the trees, I'll try to show you how many lures are in these trees. I can't even imagine what's on the bottom of this pond people have snagged off. This is a very, very pressured body of water. So that's why it's so hard to catch a good one in here, man. Like I said, you can catch small fish in here, no problem. But a good bass, I know they're in here, very, very hard to hook. I've already got a chatterbait tied on. It's a little windy. I mean, this is a good bait for big fish. Like I said, I'm not the best bass fisherman in the world, but usually when I catch a fish on this, it's a good one. We're gonna start out with this and just see what happens. The wind is blowing against this bank over here, so I'm gonna start over here. Let's see, crank the, don't want to backlash my first couple of casts, but if we do, we do. What's really nice is I don't see too many people out here right now, so I'm always a fan of that. There's one thing I do not like, and that's why I avoid a lot of these ponds, man. And not the only reason why I avoid them, but man, they're usually so crowded. Today is such a beautiful day. I'm surprised, very surprised. There's not people just everywhere, but they'll probably show up at some point. I'm just here before they are, so hopefully that works to my advantage. I know there's at least one 5 to 6 pounder in here because I caught them last year, but it's the only one I know of. I'm sure there's others in here, but I haven't seen them for myself. We're just gonna cover some water today, you guys. I got my pan fishing rod right here if we do need it at any point, and I just want to catch some good panfish. Like I said, there are some giant bluegill in here. What this place lacks in bass, it makes up in bluegill. So nothing else, man. We'll go after some bluegill, some big ones. And they should be fired up too, man. Whenever we get to more of the shallow areas, we'll probably do pretty good. There is some ripple on the water though. I have a topwater bait tied on for them right now, which usually works pretty well this time of year, but we might have to change that up too because it's a lot windier right here than it is elsewhere. If we could get like a 2 pounder today, man, I would be happy. 2 pounds. That's not asking a ton, but you know, in this pond, it really is. That's begging for a miracle, to be honest. Let's see how cold this water is. Ah, man, it's still a little chilly. I don't know, you guys. Chatterbait may be a tough move today. I thought this water would be warmer, man. I live up here in these mountains, and it just takes forever. It takes forever for this water to warm up. There's nothing you can do about it, except just try to fish, you know? Let's throw this little minnow over here real quick. I just want to see if these panfish are biting. Sometimes there's a bunch of them over here just hanging out. This is a Rapala floater. Original floater. And this bait right here will aggravate the heck out of these panfish. Yeah, one's going up for it. Yeah, he's looking at it. Is he gonna hit it though? He's trying to hit it. Yeah, he's still looking at it. Oh, there's a bigger one looking at it. They're definitely interested. We can maybe get a few strikes on this topwater right here. Oh, he's got it. That's a bass. All right, now let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what I mean right here. This is actually bigger than most bass I catch in here. And that's a tiny guy. That is a small fish. But they're hitting the topwater. That's kind of cool. This is just a little Rapala floating minnow, like I said. All right, this right here is that's honestly a little bit bigger than what I usually catch in here. And that is not saying much at all, but he hit the bait on the topwater and he pulled back. So that's really all I care about. We got him on the super light setup, 4-pound line, Rapala floating minnow, original. Heck of a bait, man. I've caught some big fish on it, that little tiny bait, but let's let this guy go. And we might throw that bait a few more times right here, but I really want to stick with the plan and try to get a big fish today. So there he is. Let's watch this guy take off. There he goes. I mean, we did get that one earlier, but that was very shallow water. Oh, we got him. What is this, one of those bluegill? This ain't a giant, but we got a bluegill. Finally. That's 2 fish on the Rapala floating minnow. Dude, these treble hooks scare me, man. He ain't one of them. There he goes, in the water. He ain't one of them big ones I was talking about, but that's a bluegill. Maybe they are gonna hit this thing, I don't know. I mean, there's 2 fish on this right now. It's pretty fun. All right, so we got our jerk bait tied on. I caved in, you guys. I know this bait's gonna work a lot better than a chatterbait, but it just catches small fish too. And that's kind of what I wanted to avoid, but we haven't had any luck yet, so we'll just see, man. It could definitely catch a big fish too. I mean, this is a good day to use it. Like I said, the water's still somewhat cold and it's definitely not hot, so these fish will probably react a lot better towards this style of bait. I mean, they already are using the topwater floating minnow. I can see that they're reacting to that. All right, we got one, y'all. Very small fish. I didn't get the hook set on camera because I wasn't so sure, but dude, there is another dink for you guys. I knew this would happen. Throw on the jerk bait and we're just gonna catch dinks, but we're catching them. All right, well, there's another pond dink. I'm telling you guys, this is mostly what's in here. It's a bite, but you know, you see what I'm saying. All right, well, let's let him go. All right, boy, take off for me. They're mean though. So the next portion of the pond that we're going to right now is actually really, really shallow, which right now could be the way. I mean, every fish we've caught today has been really shallow, so you know, with the sun shining and the water still not quite as hot as it needs to be, these fish are probably hanging out shallow, or they could be theoretically. So yeah, let's go over here, see what's popping, man. All right, so we're walking down to it right now. I mean, it's nice over here. It's just shallow, man. That's kind of grody right there, but I don't care. I got my sandals on today. I'm prepared. This is actually a really good spot to fish for bluegill when it gets hot. And I mean, we might be good to do it today, but the wind blowing and everything with this little topwater I got tied on it may not be the ticket, but we're gonna try both. I kind of want to start out with this little topwater. Let's go over here and we'll work our way around the bank. Lots of wood and stuff over here too, so plenty of places for fish to hang out. Oh, see, he's got, oh, we missed him. He had it for a second. Oh, we do got one. This might be the biggest bass of the day, yo. Check him out. That's not the biggest one of the day, but dude, I'm just showing you guys the dinks. Dinks on dinks on dinks. That's a lot of fun on a really light setup, though. He smacked that topwater bait, though, I'm talking about. He smacked it. This Rapala floating minnow is a deadly bait. I'm telling you. I mean, that's that's a small fish, but like I said, on a super light setup, a little bait like that, that's a lot of fun, man. All right, well, let's put him back. We'll just try her again there. Watch him take off. Boom. These fish have got some fire in them, though. No doubt about it. I just wish a big one would mess up. It'd be really fun if a big one messed up on this setup. I'll tell you that. It's getting hit again. They're all over it. Yeah, it's still getting hit. Dude, this fish cannot get this bait in his mouth. That's how small this guy is. It might be a little bass. He's still trying. He is still trying. Yeah, oh my goodness, do y'all see this? This fish, every time I pop it, he's trying to hit it. Even if we don't catch a big bass today, I'm having a lot of fun. This is my preferred style of fishing right here. Light setup, just seeing what will hit, man, because where I live, it almost ain't worth it to go after these big fish. Because I don't even believe they're in here. Look, it got hit again. That poor little fish, you can't, oh, I see he had it for a second. You can't really set the hook on them either. You got to kind of just let them have it. And they'll pull away from you and you just pull back. Yeah, dude, come on. Grab it. There, you got it. He's got it. He's got it. That's a bass. That's a bass. That's the biggest one of the day, too. Not saying much, but that's the biggest one of the day. Hitting it on the top water. Top water. I'm telling you, this Rapala floating minnow is the deal for these little fish. It is the deal, and it is so much fun to watch these fish pop, pop, pop. They don't get it every time, but when they're aggressive like this, man, they'll continually go back for it. Another little 8-ounce bass, probably 9-10 inches long, something like that. Yep, cool. Well, this shallow area, man, it's got some fish in it. I figured it would on a day like today. Whoo! Watch him take off. Boom, gone. There's so much of this water that you just can't fish. It's extremely annoying, actually. And so is that. Oh my goodness, man. I've got to find that. Dude, I just went to cast it and it hooked onto this tree and just broke off. Dude, that's the bait I've been catching all these fish on. We've got to find that now. I'm usually a fairly prepared person, so I prepared for this sort of scenario. Boom. We got a brand new one. We can't lose this one though, because it's my only one. Let's tie it on and not do that again. Come on now, fish. Take hold of that bait. Eat it. Yeah, see, they're going for it. We got him. This might be a big bluegill, y'all. It's a bluegill. He's not a big one, but we got one. They fight harder than the bass, dude. Guarantee you that. Look at him. We got him. Not a giant, but hey. It's a nice little bluegill. I wish we could throw him on a hook and send him out there, but nah, we ain't gonna do that. Cool. All right, well, he'll find his way. Come here, bud. Ah, you're going the wrong, look at him. Go this way. Come on. There we go. Cool. Well, there's a fish. Let me wipe you guys off. Whoops. Sorry about that. He's pretty inconsiderate, is he? Disrespectful is what that fish is. All right, well, that's cool, man. I love getting that topwater bite, no matter what it is. Oh, we got something right here. This might be a bass. Kind of looks like it. And he grabbed that thing immediately. Oh, dude, this is a tiny Tiny largemouth. That's the smallest bass of the day right there, people. Look at that fish, y'all. Tiny, tiny, tiny fish, but hey, he hit that bait, didn't he? He sure did. All right, well, let's let him go, and we might start tossing the jerk bait around a little bit. Maybe try to target something a little bit bigger than that, because I told y'all there's some dinks in here. Let's just throw the jerk bait for a little bit and see what we can do. Well, y'all, I thought we were putting together a pattern. We can definitely catch fish on the smaller lure, but man, we haven't gotten even the slightest bit of attention on this bigger lure. I mean, they pretty much almost act the same way. They both float to the top. They're both like jerk baits, whatever. But just the size, man, the size is just not getting it done. I mean, there could be like small fish on this side of the pond. I mean, there's small fish everywhere. What am I talking about? But while we're over here still, we're just gonna throw around the Rapala floating and try to catch a few more fish before we move to the other side of the pond. Yep, he's trying. He's trying. Can he do it? Can he? Oh, he wants it so bad. There. Oh, he about had it right there. Oh, come on, man. It's not even that big of a bait. Grab it. We got him. This might be a little better fish than I thought it was. This is a bass. Dinkiest pond in the world, you guys. I'm telling you. You can't throw a big bait here because it don't work. I mean, he ain't much bigger than my pliers. It took that fish probably 15, 20 hits to get that bait. I think that's the big one of the day. He's starting to get a little bit of bucket in his mouth. You see that? That's probably as big as he'll get though in this pond. I don't know. All right, we'll see you later, partner. That's still a lot of fun, man. That is a heck of a lot of fun. Ooh. All right, people, this right here is probably gonna be my last stop. Sometimes I can come to this, but look at this. You see that mess? People just aggravate me, man. That is a wad of fishing line right there. I'll grab that whenever we leave. I can usually come out here to this spot. Sometimes in the year I can catch just a bunch of bass. I haven't caught any big ones from this spot, but definitely caught them in numbers. Let's go out there. We're gonna stand on that log out there. Hopefully, if we can get out there without falling. Yeah. Oh, we got one. Is this a bigger one? This might be the biggest fish. He's freaking small. It's bigger than the other ones, but it is a small fish. Okay, let's take him over here so we can unhook this guy properly and I won't fall in. Oh, it's a struggle. We're catching fish. It's just, dude, they are so small every time. All right, there he is. Not saying much, but it's a fish. With the jerk bait again, so let's let this guy go. I don't really have a good spot, so we're just gonna toss him in. He'll be okay. Boom. All right, people. Well, I think I'm gonna have to call it. It's starting to get super windy. I think we're gonna get some rain here soon, and yeah, this wind is actually ripping right now. And yeah, I'm hungry. I've been here for like 6 hours. Caught a lot of fish today. Didn't get any size. Bunch of dinks, man. I'm telling you, this is the dinkiest pond you will ever fish in your life, which is crazy because I mean it's pretty big. It's just so hard to fish, man. It's so hard to get these big fish to bite in here. So the two baits today that worked super well is if I don't hook myself, the jerk bait. I think this is a Kevin Van Dam, some sort of jerk bait, but it worked. And this guy right here, man, the Rapala floating minnow original, super small bait. These fish were all over it today. Next time I come here, I'm probably gonna try to fish topwater once it gets a little bit warmer. Maybe we can get a big bass to hit. I know they're in here, just few and far between. Super hard to catch. Like I said, this is a very pressured pond. So either way, I had a lot of fun out here. We caught a lot of fish. I don't think I'm gonna be able to show you all the fish we caught, but we caught a good amount of fish. And yeah, that's a pretty good day in my book, but hope you guys take care. And yeah, we'll see you later.